that playstyle where it seems like they're not following the same strategy. Like Moki's a famous example, right?
Sure.
Where you're like,
Scrappers.
this is, yeah, there doesn't seem to be a playstyle. They're scrappers. It's because they've examined so many small situations and they just try to move from one to the next very quickly.
Yeah.
And for Puff, that's rare these days.
Absolutely. It'd be very interesting to hear, seeing this Westballz Fox.
I mean, in 2022
Yeah.
is the extra interesting part for me. Because Westballz was, I mean, top 10 at some point. Like in Apex 2015 was a top 10 player, right?
Yeah.
Many Apexes ago. Able to find,
Damn.
against the drill, gets the up air.
A very quick first stock for Westballz. Feels like it just kind of happened. It didn't feel like, you know, there was anything you could point to that built up a lot of damage. It was just a few different stray hits. Found a really good up air.
Yeah, as Fox in this matchup, all you really need is the stray hits.
Yeah.
Because like 4 hits and they're already past 50%.
Yeah.
And then that's kill percent. Or
Always
even
important though how you play with the lead versus Puff, right?
yeah, especially because
Especially
she does.
when you do that.
Yeah, she has this kind of factor. The nice thing is he will be able to trade out stocks.
Yeah.
Going for up throw up air.
Westballz?
little fist pump.
Yeah,
You
little
see
fist
that?
pump.
I think up smash is a more consistent play, right? No chance for smash DI.
Yeah.
And I think it does kill there.
Might have been a percent-based thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Reason we're behind the mic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that up smash kills, but you know that's just me. Okay,
Westballz happy to just hold center stage.
yeah, holding center stage was definitely the move. I think threatening with back airs, nice, another up air,
Yeah.
is a big part of where this matchup is going. A lot of the times, because Puff can move horizontally very quickly in the air, has great aerial acceleration, but not that great vertical.
Yeah,
Right? And so
yeah.
Fox being able to double jump with those back airs is big. And looks like the way Westballz plays this is he zones out with those sort of back airs and such. Now he's going a little wild because he's ahead. He zones out with those back airs and such to get some damage, and then he looks for the tactical kill when the tactical kill is available. He's not looking for like the same grab or run under up tilt the entire time like some Foxes play it.
Yeah.
Similarly to how we were talking about 2Saint, Westballz is someone who switches strategies throughout the course of the match.
Yeah. Very interesting here, watching 2Saint find how they can come back.
Yeah, and I mean, rest isn't on the table, right?
Exactly.
So you need a few big punishes. Ideally, you take this stock honestly. The next one, you sort of gimp them off stage, and then the third, you get a rest. Like, that's the path to victory, and it sounds hard, right? It sounds like asking for a lot. Because it is. It is asking for a lot.
The holiday season's coming up. Gotta ask for something.
Yeah. Westballz doing that dash forward, jump backward. It's a little more consistent hit with the back part of the up air. So, you know, good knowledge of being able to do that.
Yeah, Westballz threw out a just kind of for fun up smash, you know, maybe showing that, you know, willing to take a bit of risk, which, you know, that's okay.
You
Still up.
You definitely have to show it. And at this point, especially if you're pushed your opponent to the corner like that, if you guess correctly, you win. If you guess incorrectly, you're probably on the ledge on the other side. It could be worse.
Where it gets scary is that, you know, you still got 2 stocks, but it's Puff.
It is Puff, and you do want to play it slow like this. And look, Westballz, we've seen a few times, perfectly content to play slow, known for the high-octane play style, right? But, I mean, I've watched Westballz dash dance at the top platform before. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it.
I've also watched Westballz dash dance to the top platform and then get tired of it when it was working. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep, that definitely happened.
Patience, always a virtue.
Yeah, and Westballz playing at least patient enough to make 2Saint think, like, is he really just going to dash dance?
Did you see that at the end?
A little taunt, yeah.
It's a little bit of BM. Westballz. All black outfit today. We got Darth Balls.
It is crazy that I think the first 3 stocks taken from Puff took as long as the last one.
Yeah.
Like, you were talking about how important it is to play the lead. If you rush it there, that's how a lot of Foxes fall into the Puff's trap, right? Like, they're looking for that predictable approach.
Do we have a character counter pick here?
It might
we
be,
do not.
It might be stage-based for Dreamland, because Westballz does also have a good Falcon.
Absolutely. Maybe if it's going to Yoshi, something like that, right?
Yeah, if it's Yoshi's, we might get Falco.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, all the fast fallers, Westballz quite skilled in. Or at least was. I haven't been following Westballz recently. Lots of empty movement. And now, one of the tough things as a Fox player, and here's a Fox player talking about something that's tough about Fox in this matchup, right?
Yeah.
One of the tough things about a Fox player in general is you're playing the lead for several minutes in the last game, right? You need to go back to the headspace that you were in to get it from even to your advantage when the next game begins. So it's good to see that Westballz is not playing the super duper slow pace. Another little fist bump.
Another fist bump. Westballz, you know, I think that, you know, he's feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, I assume that part of it is, like, if you ask me who's going to win this, I'd say probably 2Saint. Westballz hasn't played in a while, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I played my first tournament at this tournament in multiple years.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous.
Some of the old heads are coming out, you know?
I'm not even someone who gets nervous.
Ooh, that's a nice back air, calling out the side beat.
So Westballz being able to perform under pressure must feel really good for him.
Yeah.
Is how I'm empathizing it, yeah.
What an empathetic guy you are.
Well, I try.
You feeling firm after he gets rested like that?
No, I'm happy for 2Saint as well. Yeah, I like the tactical kill. We didn't see a rest the whole time. We were due. 2Saint quite good at finding rests out of nowhere.
Absolutely. And a benefit of Dreamland, too. No punish afterwards, right? That was a very pivotal moment in that first Dreamland game. That rest punish, kind of making sure that Westballz' lead was preserved.
Yeah. And you know, so that's something I actually don't hear people talk about very often.
Yeah.
They talk about how Puff can live from the rest punish longer, but often because it takes, especially those lower percents, it takes so long for Fox to die that you can't set up for as good of a one. This time,
I will, you know, Westballz is going to be alive. We saw this, I think, Mango at the Ludwig Invitational taking that really high side B just for the ultimate drift, right?
Yeah.
Making sure you get maximum drift.
I think it's a consistent way to make sure you're the fastest. That's the fastest way to gain horizontal distance. And for example, if you wait a little bit too long and you aren't able to run, you're slightly slower. So it does get you back quicker than anything else.
Lets you punish as well as maximizing your recovery, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you're able to punish, yep.
It's a very tense part of this game because whoever kind of takes this next stock is really going to have an advantage for the rest of the game, and especially here in a best of 5 with counter picks.
Westballz has moved to playing around 2Saint. Like there was an up tilt expecting 2Saint to come back, a back air trying to catch 2Saint out of the air, but 2Saint in fact is the one catching Westballz.
Oh, the get-up attack.
The get-up attack is one of those edge guards that if it's not used in the right place, seems cool and just isn't the best thing to do.
Yep.
This might be one of those times. Not that I'm an expert.
Very nice. 2Saint, I think, going to be able to come back up with the rising pounds just fine.
And
always a little scary.
Important for Westballz not to start playing too quickly.
Yeah. Fishing a little bit for those up smash kills, you know?
Yes, that is definitely what's happening, which I'm a little worried about. Sometimes you write it off as like, oh, it's the Dreamland game. I'm kind of supposed to lose that. Let me just swing with up smash a bunch of times. If you're going to do it, though, probably good to do it when you're at a lower percent still.
You know, a 300 batting average ain't bad, you know?
And I guess there is some logic that can go behind it for Westballz, right? Like, usually in between that 20 and 30% range is when the Puffs like to go for pound.
Yeah.
So an up smash does trade or intercept with that if you time it just right. So it does very directly deal with one of Puff's big threats at that percent.
Both players just fighting for control of center stage there. 2Saint a little bit more patient though.
That was a smooth 2 wave dashes back to grab. That was cool.
That was a smooth criminal right there, moonwalking backwards. Pulls him close.
Okay, now we're on to game 2. There was a taunt from 2Saint too, wasn't there?
I think there was a taunt from 2Saint there, giving it back a little bit.
I remember.
If you notice,
Jigglypuff.
We have a Falco on Yoshi's story. This is what we were saying.
And this is
counter picks.
If you're, you know, a Slippy kid or whatever, you might not even know. Westballz is a Falco main. Like, definitely a Falco main.
At one point, he was the main Falco.
Yeah, the biggest, the main Falco. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's sort of like 2016 era. That's definitely true.
Very comfortable here, and these shines are exactly why you're going to be seeing Falco here, right? Just a little bit more comfortable with the verticality off the top, and you don't have the advantage that you have with Fox on like a bigger stage where you've got a better recovery, right? Most of the time here, Falco's going to be able to side B on stage or sweet spot the edge, and those kills off the top are just a little bit nicer, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They set up at least a little bit easier.
And the way the platforms are arranged too kind of helped Falco get some combos. Even though the shine off the top didn't work out, Westballz did get a good chunk of damage. Unfortunately, a good chunk of damage isn't really enough right now, being down 2 stocks.
And I mean, this was Westballz' decision. Wow, Randall.
This is Randall, that's cool.
That was very smart. 2Saint.
You have to be precise.
Yeah. Wow, rest out of shield to punish the forward smash. Won't be a 4 stock, but we do have some potential for a JV here on Westballz counterpick. Great job by 2Saint. Not afraid.
I really like slowly walking back, like away from someone.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite melee things. Yeah, Westballz doing a lot of walking. probably let's go to the next game sort of feeling.
Yeah.
Is sort of the vibe I'm getting just from how he moves. You know, it's just interesting how you can tell what people are thinking. From
So
just
many
how they
down
move.
airs.
Yeah, that is the way to combo Puff.
Putting them in the Cyclone. Coney Island.
But wait, it's not over yet. I bet you Westballz is going to stop walking so
wow.
much now that it's a little bit closer.
Oh, unfortunate there. Misses the rest. Could have had a chance for a big punish there if that Shine was able to continue moving that Puff upwards.
Yeah, and I think probably that was supposed to be a jump off the platform down air. Accidentally got like the slide off instead of the jump.
2Saint killing some Shy Guys.
Yeah, Falco actually has a pretty good time poking through the side platform when you're not on the slant. Like, can do up smash, can do back air, can do up tilt, all sorts of stuff can reach through that plat. Yeah, that rest will get him.
Didn't get it the first time, does get it the second time. 2Saint goes up 2-1 in this set.
Good form from Westballz, still SDIing the rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can always appreciate that.
Did it last game 2, I believe, had the optimal survival DI, even though it ended up killing. Oh, that seemed like 2Saint was really prepared for that platform land, but just kind of got turned around and grabbed the wrong way. Very low down here. I think has 3 jumps. That Shine's definitely going to do it, though.
Yep, you called it. So Westballz with the early tactical lead. Dies off the top.
Just barely. Thought that they might be able to get the survival DI, but Westballz not able to.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you feel like you might be able to survive that rest. So right when you recognize you're going to get rested, you have the choice, do I try to survive and maybe die off the top, or do I just die off the side as fast as possible? Unfortunately, that's the worst case where you don't even get a punish.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's always scary when you're playing Jigglypuff on Pokemon Stadium. Even if you're Fox and this is a good stage for you, it's home turf.
Yeah, the Spacey Stadium.
Great grab by 2Saint there. Didn't look like they would be able to get a follow-up, but...
You know, I didn't think about it. It was a conscious decision to go to Stadium, and part of that decision for Westballz is I'd rather be Fox than Falco right now.
Yeah.
Right? Probably.
I had better success, right?
Yeah, true.
2Saint really kind of was prepared for the Falco.
If you take the very small sample size that we have, the Fox has taken a game and the Falco has not.
2Saint just moving around these platforms.
I think 2Saint, from the beginning of the first game, which is where 2Saint got in trouble, and we're seeing it in spades right now, has slowed down just a little bit. Making Westballz at least have to approach or shoot some lasers or something. Now the pace of the game, it's just changed so much, the pace of the game.
Great forward smash there. Unfortunately, not able to follow it up with some of these aerials. Just a little bit off. Very important stock here. If 2Saint's able to get it quickly, will set them up very well to take this set. Westballz able to find something here, close the gap a bit, potentially even come in with a lead.
You know what's funny is it seems to me like the adaptation that 2Saint made from that first game is actually to play more standard, to play more like that default game plan that so many Puffs go to. And then you get those forward smashes too. That's the 2Saint spin. You take the gamble.
This was what Westballz needed. We were just talking about it, right? Able to go into this last stock at least even or with a lead. Very good. Puff with a lead, a much different character than Puff from behind.
You know, both of these players are so brave. Going off with a Shine like that could get you killed.
I think both these players, they want it, you know? They want to beat the other person real bad.
Yeah, not lose. Like they're really trying to win. Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think they're nervous. I think that they're driven. You know? It's a different type of nervous energy. Yeah, both players just kind of moving around each other right now.
I was going to say, Westballz willing to retreat, but retreating really far to the corner, which is spooky for me.
A lot of wavelands, a lot of moving behind the other person.
That could do it.
That could do it, and that's going to do it. Westballz with a little bit of a pop-off. Looking very focused.
Yeah, no, that was a really serious, like, sort of angry expression at the end of that game.
We got Darth Balls here.
It is Darth Balls with the hood up.
Darth Ball, dual mating. The two-sided saber.
And we're going to Battlefield for the last game. Maybe no place more appropriate. Yeah.
We're here. We're in the tri-state area. We're going Battlefield. It'll be very interesting to see kind of who gets this first lead. Westballz.
That's huge. Even though it doesn't kill.
A little bit more percent that kills off the top.
No, that doesn't kill. That's enough damage that one more exchange could finish it. And if you get 2 up airs versus Puff, you're happy, because that basically means that you need one more interaction. It really is.
Falling up there on the platform was not able to do it either. This is where it's a little scary though, right? You have this great lead, but just one grab can kind of take it all away. 2Saint looking for the pounds even too.
You know, I kind of feel like Westballz really likes the platforms.
I feel like he's teching away a lot on these platforms. 2Saint just a little slow on the reaction tech chase there.
You know, it kind of interests me that Westballz waits for a second before the up smash.
Oh, what a beautiful rest. 2Saint with a little bit of pop off there too.
I mean, it was much needed.
Big
and
read.
Only a drill.
Yeah.
Of course, Westballz is looking for the kind of conversion that's probably drill up tilt to another aerial of some kind, which can do a lot of damage. But SDIing off the platform from the drill is great defensive knowledge from 2Saint.
Oh, and that's another rest. 2Saint getting a little excited here. Both these players want this win real bad. Great
They're so
SDI.
expressive too. Yeah, their faces are expressive.
2Saint's rocking a bit.
Like literally, his body is rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party rockers in the house tonight.
Gets the grab. The up air could do it. We're
Both
back
these
to even.
players want it so bad. You can see it in their expressions. Westballz is so focused.
It's halftime.
Yeah,
2 stocks
this is
apiece.
halftime.
I forget who taught me that. Yep, the back air, making sure you can't SDI out. Classic play at that low percent. Up air wouldn't have killed anyway. You know, 2Saint's been going a little more grounded. I almost wonder if, like, a run through down tilt, like an overshot down tilt.
Right as you say that, though, I mean, this has just been a wall of back airs this stock.
Yeah, you know, 2Saint just a real minimizer, if you're familiar with that term. Really good at mixing it up. Well, that was spooky. Staying on the ledge a little longer than I think
shines are scary. Westballz has shown that he's capable of hitting them when he needed it most.
Yeah, just barely able to get back. It didn't reach. Tries to pound upward, but unfortunately landed on the ground, I think, is what happened there. Because a pound would lead you off stage, and probably it's the end of your stock if you're Fox.
That's huge. Crowds popping off for Westballz here.
Yeah, 2Saint's the local player. Can you believe
Absolutely. West got some fans here. Oh, that's so scary. I wonder if that was a missed input. That side B on stage just seems really, really out of place. And we're in a last stock situation, game 5. Both players leaning forward. This is what we watch top 96 for.
And 2Saint super on, setting up the situation very well. Doesn't go for a rest on the edge guard. Knows a back air will do the trick. Doesn't take any extra damage.
That wake up was so scary. He spot dodged.
He tried to edge cancel the drill on last stock.
Westballz never afraid to go for the big move.
Gets the up tilt. Yeah, up tilt at that percent.
Can
lethal kill. And the rest finishes it.
A big pop off from 2Saint. 2Saint takes a close game 5. Might have actually even hit West in the face with the controller there. But a great set. What a way to get into top 96. Our second set of the day. A close game 5 like that.
You're right. You could see the pained expression on Westball's face as he walks away
West
from
wanted
that
that.
set.
Some people in the crowd wanted that.
I mean, hey, but still.
Tri-State wanted what happened.
Westballz just went toe-to-toe with what I think I said was the 11th seeded, if I'm remembering right, player. So Westballz is here and still a contender for, top 16,
There's
top
that
8.
Randall play. Just so smart. I feel like most people in that situation are not living. 2Saint, great job. This was honestly, I think, the most important game because it was kind of like the the character switch, right? It kind of resets, and you just kind of lose a game, right? You literally lose the game, but you also kind of lose.
You gain no info.
Yeah, you don't get anything out of that loss, right? It's not like you get a better counter pick, nothing like that, right? You just kind of learn that the counter pick that you thought you had, you don't have.
I think, it's 2Saint was so good in these situations, recognizing when you can't get the reaction tech chase rest, and instead you're like, all right, they're going to shield, let me try to grab. Like that sort of, all these little fine points, I think is where 2Saint just barely eked out the victory.
Absolutely.
And like on this last stock, before this, on this game, and I'm sure they won't show the clip because it's such a small thing, there was an edge guard where Fox side beat onto the stage, and most puffs would like automatically get on and rest. And if you do that, you take damage, which you don't want to do. And there wasn't enough time to land forward smash, which is the other thing that puffs do. But there was enough time to cross through back air, and that was a critical decision where it kept him at like below 10% as opposed to being at like 30. And all of a sudden, that's a much scarier situation to play on last stock.
Speaking of scary situations,